2022년 10월 23일 일요일 혼공일지 코스 OPIc 어드밴스드 공략 163쪽 영어 문장 4문장 외우기 오늘 전체 템플릿 외워볼게요. 시작! The most memorable experience I have ever had while riding the bicycle happened a few years ago on the path in the downtown park. I got distracted because I was enjoying the weather and the exercise. I didn't notice the broken bottle up ahead on the road on the path. I wasn't paying attention. I rode right over the glass and punctured my bike's front tire. What made it even worse was that I was almost injured. When the air went out of the bike, I lost control of my bike and fell down. There was another bicyclist close behind me. He had to brake quickly to avoid running me over. If the bicyclist hadn't stopped in time, I could have been seriously hurt. Looking back on the incident now, I believe that the accident made me a more careful rider. Now, I always check the street in front of me for the dangerous object. 그럼 한 번만 더 빠르게 외워볼게요. 시작! The most memorable experience I have ever had while riding the bicycle happened a few years ago on the path in the downtown park. I got distracted because I was enjoying the weather and the exercise. I didn't check that. I didn't notice a broken bottle up ahead on the path. I wasn't paying attention. I rode right over the glass and punctured my bike's front tire. What made it even worse was that I was almost injured. When the air went out of the bike, I lost control of my bike and fell down. There was another cyclist close behind me. He had to brake quickly to avoid running me over. If he hadn't stopped, if that cyclist hadn't stopped in time, I could have been seriously hurt. Looking back on the incident now, I believe that the accident made me a more careful writer. I always check the street in front of me for dangerous objects. 네, 한 번만 더 외워볼게요. 시작. The most memorable experience I have ever had while riding the bicycle happened a few years ago and on the path in the downtown park. I got distracted because I was enjoying the weather and exercise. I didn't notice a broken bottle up I had on the path. I wasn't paying attention. I rode right over the glass and punctured my bike's front tire. What made it even worse was that I was almost injured. When the air went out of the bike's tire, I lost control of my bike and fell down. There was another cyclist close behind me. He had to brake quickly to avoid running me over. If the cyclist hadn't stopped in time, I could have been seriously hurt. Looking back on the incident now, I believe that the accident made me a more careful writer. Now, I always check the street in front of me for dangerous objects. 네, 그럼 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 출판사그래 네이버 블로그에서요. 한자 해설 학습지 순차적으로 오래된 것부터 버전으로 업데이트되고 있고요. 또 출판사그래 유튜브에서 다른 재생 목록에서 토익 기출 목화 강의가 있습니다. 공부하실 때 많은 참고 되시길 바랄게요. 그럼 오늘 여기까지 할게요. 출판사그래 라경인이었습니다. 감사합니다.